Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and today I am here with a brand new video. Welcome to Brunette Bibliophile, where I post bookish videos and writing content. Today I'm here to talk about some more anticipated releases for 2023. So today we're going to be focusing on releases that come out in May, June, July, and August. And there's about 15 releases to talk about. So let's waste no time and we're going to jump right in and get started. So starting in May, we have a couple coming out on May 2nd. The first one is Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. So this is Becky Albertalli's new YA contemporary book, and even though I'm kind of shifting away from young adult books, this is still something that is on my anticipated releases because it's Becky Albertalli. I've enjoyed most of her books, and it's been a bit, I think, since we got something from her. Kate in Waiting, I believe, came out in 2021, so it's been a minute, and I want to see what else Becky Albertalli is putting out into the world. And it looks like it's going to be a coming-of-age story, borderline new adult. We're following a character who is a senior in high school, but there's also college friends as well. The synopsis is saying we're going to follow a lot of identity and friendship in this book. So I'm definitely excited to see what else Becky Albertalli is writing. Next, coming out also on May 2nd, we have Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I have no idea what this book is about, but I don't care because I read Every Summer After, which was her debut last year, and it was amazing. So even though this does have a similar cover to her debut book, it is not a sequel, it is not any way related, it is just probably related to a lake. And I'm so excited. I'm probably going to hold off knowing what this book is about until right before I read it, and I'm so excited because her first book was a 5-star read for me, so I definitely want to pick this up as soon as it comes out. Next, coming out on May 16th, we have The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. This is going to be Fizzy's book, and Fizzy is a character that we met in the Soulmate Equation, but she was just a side character, and everybody loves Fizzy, so there was definitely a lot of hype for a Fizzy book, and that is what this book is. I'm really excited because I will get to go see Christina Lauren on tour, and I am so excited to pick this one up. And the last one for May, coming out on May 30th, we have Once More with Feeling by Alyssa Sussman. So I read her previous book called Funny You Should Ask, and I read it for the Goodreads Choice Award nominees for the romance category, and while it was an okay book, I believe I gave it 4 stars, I'm not like at the edge of my seat waiting for this next book, but I enjoyed her first one enough to want to see what she does with this book. I do like that this cover matches the cover of her last book though, and they really complement each other well. Moving into June, we have The Do's and Donuts of Love by Adiba Jagadar coming out on June 6th. First of all, this cover is so cute. I believe it had a different style cover originally, or maybe it never did and I'm just crazy. It definitely had a different title at first. And this is another YA contemporary, and we are following a girl who is on a televised baking competition. Other than that, I have no idea what this book is about. I haven't read her previous book that came out last year yet. So this one is still floating in the back of my mind, but I do want to catch up on some of her previous work. Also coming out on June 6th, we have Kiss the Girl by Zoraida Cordova. This is the next book in the Meant to Be series, which is a series of adult romance retellings, and this one is a Little Mermaid retelling, and it's another one that I don't know anything about, but I love The Little Mermaid, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I still haven't read the second book in the series, so I need to catch up first, but I'm very excited to pick this one up and see what is done with a Little Mermaid retelling in a modern setting. Next, coming out on June 13th, we have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. So I actually got to read an e-arc of this book, and I'm so happy that I got approved for that via NetGalley, so thank you so much to the publisher for that. And I have talked about this in a video and written a review, so I will link both the video and the review down in the description below. But I am so excited for everybody to read this book. It was such a fun time. I already have it pre-ordered, and I just love Ali Hazelwood so much, so I'm very excited for this one to come out and for everybody else to get to read it. Also coming out on June 13th, we have Borrow My Heart by Casey West. Casey West writes those fluffy young adult contemporary books that are kind of slice of life, just when you need something happy to read a Casey West book. And that is what I'm expecting from this one as well. I'll be honest, I never really remember things from Casey West books after a period of time, but I just really like to read the books and just escape for a little bit. They are so cute and adorable, and there's just something about those books that just makes me want to keep reading them. And it looks like this is also supposed to be the first in a series, with the second one slated to come out in 2024, so I'm definitely intrigued. And the last one for June, coming out on June 20th, we have Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. So Rachel Lynn Solomon writes both adult romance and also young adult romance, but I definitely gravitate more towards the adult romance. Both Weather Girl and The X-Talk were so good, so I'm really excited to check this one out next. It definitely did have a little bit of a cover revamp, and I definitely enjoyed this cover a bit more, even though it was just some stylistic color changes. And I'm so excited to see what this one is all about. Moving into July, I only have 2 to talk about this month. The first one comes out on July 4th, and it is Fire and Fate by Serena Valentino. This is the next one in the Villain series, and we are finally getting a book about Hades. And I'm so excited to see how he ties into this world. I'm actually kind of hoping that I'll be able to reread the series before picking up this one. All of the books are fairly short, so I am so excited to see how he fits into this world that Serena Valentino has created. And coming out on July 20th, we have Unladylike Lessons in Love by Amita Murray. So this is the first in a new series set in 19th century London. It sounds like a combination of a romance and also a little bit of a mystery. Lila does not want to marry. She ends up being the host of an exclusive gaming club, but our main male character accuses her of being his father's mistress, and together they end up needing to solve a crime. I don't even know where this one is headed, but I am definitely excited to check it out. And moving into August, we have 3 more books to talk about. The first one is coming out on August 1st, and it is From Love with Cold World by Alicia Thompson. This new romance has the coworkers trope and is set at a place called Cold World, which is a tourist destination in Orlando. I have no idea what to expect with this one. I did read her first book, Love in the Time of Serial Killers, and I did enjoy it, so I am excited to pick this one up. And I think her book launch is actually happening nearby, so I'm very excited to attend that as well. Next, coming out on August 8th, we have Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert. This is the 5th book in the Dark Olympus series, and in this one we are following Aphrodite and Hephaestus. I am not completely caught up on this series yet. I still have the 4th book to read, but I am so excited to see what else is happening in the Dark Olympus world. Katie Robert has so many different books that are all interconnected and weaved throughout each other, and it's insane. And this book will officially mark the halfway point through the Dark Olympus series, and I'm very excited to see what else happens in this series. And the last book, coming out on August 29th, we have The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So this is a new book set in the world of the Inheritance Games series, and this time we are following the Hawthorne brothers. And this is, I believe, set after the events of the final book. While I'm not a fan of mystery series, this has been one that I have consistently followed because of the puzzle-like aspects of the series and how crazy it is. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the final book or if this is going to be expanded into its own series following the brothers. So those are all of my anticipated releases for May, June, July, and August. Let me know in the comments below if there's any that you think I should prioritize once they come out. And also, leave an emoji in the comments to let me know that you watched this video. But that is all I have for you all today, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every week, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. Thank you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
In the darkness, I don't feel so cold.